Joker immunity and go from there. Anyway, we have a game to play. We have a Texan location to scout so we can stop a death cult.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, but like movies though.
All right, so we're in Texas, and we somehow decided to go scout Texas instead of solve the mirror lady problem. But that's fine. Maybe she's dead.
We don't really have a solution to the mirror lady problem until she shows up. We deal with her.
Look,
I wonder if I could cast a gutter magic that just cracks every mirror.
They don't work like that.
In the world.
I mean, I teleported my husband to me. Who says I can't crack every?
That was the universe working. Like, you casted a boon, and the universe decided, hey, this is what the boon is. You didn't go, I'm going to teleport my husband.
That's fair.
Gutter magic is extremely vague.
Anyway, so yeah, we're in Texas.
Anyway, we're in Texas. I've got no charges.
So remind me, do we even have like a city?
Oh yeah, so a couple things you like as you're going through like the emails and such that you had from her. You found out a couple things, and also sort of checking some businesses and such. Seems like a good portion of the Ordo is pretty close to Austin. Like in that area, like a lot of them are in Texas. You're also going through, and it seems like there were some pretty panicked emails from Big Betty in there, sort of talking about like some of the factions are they're trying to bring them together because the two biggest ones right now are Big Betty and Edgar Cook. Edgar Cook is the essentially the end of the the end of the world nihilist who wants to kind of bring everything to destruction. We also he's the one that has your husband, in one of his people, and Big Betty because when her father goes, who's apparently her father, Big Bill Murdoch, not in the best of health. When he goes, essentially, it's probably going to come down to the two of them, and they've been, as far as Big Betty's aware, both been trying to make some. Trying to get a hold of other members of the different factions to bring them on board because there's going to be a power struggle and everyone's trying to short circuit the power struggle so that they essentially, before it happens, can have it taken care of.
Okay.
So you find out it looks like Philip Hayes and Kristen Bustos are the two ones that are kind of have the most pull with people who are possibly on the outside, the outskirts of making some of the decisions.
All right, are these people in that Trello, by the way? I just only asked because I just remember we have a Trello.
Yeah,
I opened it.
Just kind of put names.
Okay.
Betty, Cook, Apocalypse Guy, and you can add the stuff that you guys want on those. Kristen Bustos. And it sounds like the two factions they have are essentially, from what you can tell through the emails and such, are kind of loosely brought to sort of like friend groups and people who will sort of follow the lead. But at this point, they're basically trying to pull them in so that when Big Bill Murdoch dies, someone's there to take control. I have added them.
We have ourselves a clusterfuck, huh?
Max wouldn't have it any other way.
I would have it any other way.
We're walking in as the unadulterated third party to a two-way power struggle that doesn't involve us. This is the best it's literally a Mexican standoff.
I mean, could we just yeah, I guess it's as good as it's gonna get.
This is the ramp on the cliff situation, Art. We can't not ramp it.
You two be Thelma and Louise. I'll be off somewhere else.
I don't know. Okay. Why? No, you're not going to be off somewhere else. Where are you going? Wait, what? You should stick
I don't
together.
want to be the Mexican standoff.
No, I don't think the idea is to... Okay, instead of a Mexican standoff, what if it's we just watch them shoot each other and they both die?
That's a Russian standoff.
Okay, that's what I want then. I don't see any reason for us to directly get involved if we can avoid it. We just need to get my husband, and we need to stop the Doomsday cult, at least.
Well, that's directly getting involved. So
I mean, when you put it like that, yeah, I guess a little bit.
What's the
So-
American standoff?
the
Everyone
American.
has a gun, and you all die.
I think it's, we show up fairly late into the conflict and we just...
It's where you take a passive stance for like 90% of the battle, then you show up, kill everyone, and walk out, declaring that you won the whole time.
Can we do that? That sounds good.
We need a lot more firepower if this is going to be an American standoff.
I'm going to fill my drink while you're talking.
So, we are alone.
It was like Art or Max was going to pretend to be a Blackwater contractor.
Yeah, I think that was... Yeah.
So then we can get our hands on your husband. Where
Yeah.
exactly is the room?
The room is in Helsinki.
Helsinki. Is there a way you can do a contract to get them to Helsinki?
He's not here.
Yes.
Other he not here.
Oh.
Ah.
Max.
Who do you want to kill?
Everyone.
Kill them all.
Kill them. Kill him now.
Get him now.
I don't want to kill him now. I want to kill him later.
I suppose I shouldn't do that because that's against the Jedi code. Good going, Anakin. Movie over. Anyway.
Max, you can do your thing and pretend to be a Blackwater contractor, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm not very useful once I get on. Well, no, actually, I can't do that right now.
Do you have the juice for it?
You have no fucking powers.
I mean, if you think I'm going to get in there, like, without any magic, surely you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. Did Max explain that only works on the people the group he's impersonating? Like, do we know that?
No,
That's
like,
good and better.
he has not explained how any of this works.
Okay, so if Max doesn't have, oh my god, I just realized how much we rely on Max for magic.
Yeah, you haven't noticed that? He's saved our asses a few times now.
Max
get that,
swears
but-
quietly as nobody picked up the Shirley reference and just denying him a charge.
I don't know what Shirley is.
From Airplane.
I haven't seen it.
No, I'm not joking.
Oh,
and
that
don't call
joke.
me sure.
I know the joke from Airplane. I just haven't seen it.
Like,
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you've seen it or not, you just have to know the reference.
so how are we gonna approach them at all?
I mean, we could always do what we did in Rome again.
Get
Which
a
was-
clothesman to murder someone.
Well, no, not close man this time, but we could always set up a meeting and then start lying our asses off.
That sounds like a bad plan, because once they figure out we're lying, they'll eat us.
I mean, we don't have to lie. I mean, look, the two groups are against each other, right? What would destabilize one group more than having one of their top military operatives go missing right before the conflict?
Okay, and who are you suggesting goes missing?
Your husband.
That's okay. You've got me so far. Now, how do we get him to go missing?
We kill him. We have him shot and murdered by
Look,
an
I say
assassin.
we'll kidnap him eventually. But first we need intel, and, like, it's either we gather it ourselves, which, honestly, I don't think we're very good at this point.
Oh, you're saying we offer to
We
kidnap
offer
him.
to destabilize the enemy for the cost of Overwatch.
They will not hold up their end of the deal. That's not how they got to these positions, by honoring deals, by being those kinds of people.
Then we don't have to honor ours.
That
if you come over here, I promise we won't cook and eat you. Oh,
they're business people. So if we go at them from a position of not exactly power, but at least bargaining, some of their ethic has to rub off on that at least.
No, it really doesn't. Because we don't roll that high. If we would,
I mean, we don't need gestures to all three of us. But between the two of you,
I thought we decided Roxy not becoming a member of the Ordo was a good idea.
I didn't say becoming a member of the Ordo. I just said we pull some clout. She's got worldwide influence, and you've got, the whatever former socialite thing you keep denying. I'm not exactly sure where the hell you are.
I'm not denying, I just don't like talking about it.
Between the two of that, and I grease the wheels as best I can, we get some support, some Overwatch. They tell us where the enemy's keeping all their nice little Black Watchmen, and then we take the one we want and leave.
That's the problem, right? Okay. Maybe we get a meeting with them. Maybe we convince them that we're not trying to fuck them over. Maybe. Or maybe they're ghost people just, eat us. Or they use magic to, mind controllers or some shit. I don't know.
We hit them with the cake.
Dude, there's only so much cake can do. They have more than ghosts, right? They're like...
What if we could set up a dinner party?
Let me check the recipe. Make sure I know how this shit works.
We go in.
Give me a moment to read it.
I go in. We promise to set myself as.
Talent. Say that the invitation has to be from me.
Or we just have to get them to accept it. So I walk up. We hand them an invitation. We represent ourselves as Shooting Star Talent Agency. We invite them to help solve their problems. Once we're in a neutral position, we lay out exactly what we need. And if not, we hit them with dick cakes until everybody stops moving.
It won't work on the people, it's just on the ghosts.
They're just fat people! Fat people with ghosts!
Fat people with guns, ghosts, and possibly guns.
Mac
and
pulls out
mercenaries and information that...
Max, I swear to God.
Guns! Look, I don't hear either of you coming up with a plan.
That's because okay.
Because your plan right now is, Max, go risk only your neck sneaking into a highly guarded facility and kidnap my husband.
That's my plan.
You brought that up. Roxy brought that up. I'm not saying you do all the work. I'm just saying before we we shouldn't show our hand like this early. We should at least try and get some.
We tried getting a hand. We failed.
Okay.
Our hand right now is me performing two minor miracles.
I'm just going to bring up this first. We need a permanent residence with a kitchen and a dinner table and 2 distinct rooms, and we need access to that.
Hey, you want to rent a house for a week?
That's not a permanent residence. That's not how it works.
It doesn't move.
That's not...
As opposed to all those moving residents.
That's not how it works, Max. Otherwise, any building would work.
Okay, I'd like to remind you that we cooked in somebody else's house last time.
It was their permanent residence.
Yeah.
We don't have to own it. It just has to be a permanent residence. But if you rent a house all the time, then it's a rental place. It's not a permanent place.
Okay, wait. That only works if we assume that they owned that house themselves and weren't renting it from someone.
Yeah? I mean, the real estate market out there is probably, they could own a house.
Okay, I have to ask, does this matter for the componency of the spell? Or are we going to have to call them in order to figure out they own their own house?
No, you are inviting... The thing is, if the bank legally owns the house, but they're paying the mortgage, that's still their permanent residence. But, apartments, unless it's one of those, an apartment where someone is, here's where you're going to live the rest of your life. Like a rent-controlled apartment? Sure. but it needs to be a place where this is where someone lives sort of permanently.
Why don't we just buy a house?
Oh, I have a bad idea.
Trailer park.
No, it would be. What if I have family in Texas?
I mean,
What if I have family in Texas?
Get your family involved.
What if I have family in Texas?
Why would you have family in Texas?
I don't know, but what if I have family in Texas?
It's possible. Make a what's that debutante? What's your thing you got?
Former socialite? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, make a roll on that.
Oh God, this is such a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a horrible plan. This is why I like.
Oh, I definitely have family here, don't I?
Yes. Who are your family who happens to be in Austin?
Aunt and uncle. Aunt and uncle who own a local chain of grocery stores.
Okay.
I could get us access to a room, and it would be a nice room, and probably a name and people that the Ordo people might even know. But I would rather not get them involved.
Let's just pay them an exorbitant amount of money to go somewhere else for the evening.
I don't have an exorbitant amount of money.
We have an exorbitant amount of money.
No, like, here's the thing, Max. If we set up a magical spooky dinner, then, like, the Ordo people are gonna be like, oh, by the way, your nephew, like, is a spooky magic person, and also, like, they're gonna blackmail them and eat them or something, I don't know.
They're not gonna break the silence.
Spooky magic person!
Then the thing is, though, you're literally limiting my options to just, we walk in the building and talk to them.
Or we try and gather a little bit more information by, like, talking to, like... Okay, do we know what businesses these people own? We know that they live here. If they have business of operation here, we go around. If they're big business owners...
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you know if your controlling CEO happens to be a magic, spooky, ghost fat person?
No. We just ask, like, generally... I don't...
Excuse me, front desk worker. Would you know where to find the nearest Black Watch concentration as guarding a doomsday cult?
Do we know what their major investments are based on? Or do they base it on anything profitable?
Oh, for the Ordo people? You know that Edgar Cook is home security company.
Maybe we can.
You've got some of the stuff. Yeah, Philip Hayes is a medical tech company, and Kristen Bustos is a serial fortune. What is Big Bill? They're in Texas. We'll say Big Bill and Big Betty are oil.
What if we just burn some oil fields?
That would be sending a hell of a message.
Uh-huh. Also, I don't think that gets...
nothing to do with you.
Oh, that was mostly a joke. That wouldn't do anything to actually help us.
What?
Burning oil fields.
Lighting oil fields on fire.
I mean, we could do it anyway.
Would you get juice out of lighting an oil field on fire?
Not in the moment, but...
Oh, only if you walked away from the explosion and kind of like Orpheus descending, you cannot.
Oh my God!
Cool guys can't look at explosions.
Okay,
Oh my God! Look at the explosion! I'm not allowed to. You don't understand.
I'm really curious, Max, as to why you think that these people aren't going to just like try and stab us in the back at the first immediate possibility if we invite them to dinner.
The same reason that we tried to invite everybody back when we were in Arizona.
Nebraska?
They need allies. Whichever.
Okay.
Flat desert state.
So the difference is that before they were just like people walking on a bridge, and then there was a portal. And these are rich cannibals who are like controlling like high society and all of society, and also they eat people, and also they enslave people.
Look,
there's like a little bit of a difference there.
Okay, look. When we thought we were going to go fight the cannibals, what did we do? We reached out to everybody and their damn mother to see if they would help us. And we got nothing. Now, another group, albeit a group of ghost cannibals, is going to go up against an even scarier cabal of ghost cannibals. So what do you think they're doing right now?
Looking for allies.
And we know they're willing to hire non-magics and people not in the position, because one of the groups is literally taking human Blackwatch contractors.
Roxy, what do you think about this? You've been pretty quiet, somehow.
Many of these roads lead to my death, and that means the death of my career. How the hell do you get in good with... What do we have to offer people?
We have a... Okay, did he say what Big Betty's controlling interest is?
Oil.
Because remember, the one we killed, one of her controlling interests was movie production. A business that everybody wants to get in at some point, because everybody loves Hollywood.
I mean, we could try and... I was about to say...
You killed her, you didn't become her. It's like if you kill someone, you become them as a producer.
Yeah, this is
I'm gonna go shoot Spielberg.
Santa Claus situation.
What I'm saying is, even spokespeople are powerful, in a way. And I'm sure that someone in her group that she wants to turn to her side could use a very powerful spokesperson.
Hey, Roxy, you met Beyonce, right?
I did.
Do you think Beyonce wants the world to end?
No.
Do you have Beyonce's number?
Beyonce is not going to help us.
But Beyonce doesn't. No, Beyonce. You said this sort of thing. People look for allies. Beyonce doesn't want the world to end. Beyonce probably knows what's going on.
Beyonce is the God Walker.
Yeah.
If the world ends, it doesn't matter to her.
I was going to say, if the explosion is in the
what
shape
if it
of her
ends before
head,
she ascends?
she wouldn't care.
She can always challenge. She's just waiting.
Wait, what? You can, but like, what if she's sleeping when the world ends? She doesn't get the challenge. She's sleeping.
Doesn't matter. The choir is so much bigger. And with that much power, I don't know what you can do. All I know is she's not just going to go, oh, yeah, I might be the Godwalker of the Star, but let me put everything on pause to put my life in danger to go help one of my direct competition.
No. I'm not asking that Beyonce fly down here. I'm just saying, like, what if she knows someone?
She doesn't know anybody worth knowing.
She might.
You keep looking for a way out. There's no way out other than us confronting this. You want a thing, but you're trying to put as many people between you and your goal as possible so that you don't have to dirty your hands again.
I think Art just turns around.
Every plan so far has either been, let's get somebody else to do it, or let's get Max to magic up an answer, or maybe if I get super lucky, my weird-ass backwards fucking gutter magic will pull out an answer.
You're right. Okay, well, you're wrong about the last part because you use magic too, so don't be a hypocrite, but you're right.
Gutter magic isn't magic.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, no.
Fuck off.
Shit.
Fuck off. I've worked hard to learn.
I totally do magic.
I teleported my husband to a concert. I have stopped guns from going off. I have made knives go dull when they would have hurt me. Shut up. I've done magic. It's not as fancy as yours, but I've done it. Fuck off.
I've thought of somebody and then they
You asked the universe for a favor, and it decided to help you.
Yes!
You didn't do shit.
I convinced it to do me a favor.
Convinced. You...
Hey, how... Is Max laughing hard?
Yeah. Like...
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking punch you. What the hell do you know about me in my life, huh? Have you been through what I've been through? Look at me.
Yeah.
You don't get to fucking sit here and lecture me about my own goddamn life.
Sure I do.
You're a fucking washed out film student who's so crawled up his own ass that you think you can lecture me? All I've been through? Fuck off.
Max holds up the key. I'm sorry. Did you want the door key? Or maybe this was the cell the key to the cell in Italy. Or
why are you even doing this? Why are you even doing this?
Because I like you. I really do.
Well, you have a really shitty way of showing it.
I demand the best from my actors. One of them puts out. The other one just seems to whine and wait for me to offer solutions to problems that they shoot down anyway.
Do not say the words "put out" and "me."
I picture Roxy just like in the back watching TV at one point. Just can you not?
Look, Rox. It doesn't apply to you personally, but Hollywood horror is a stereotype for a reason. Everyone sells out.
Can we
Roxy
sell
sold
Max?
Roxy sold out to the Star. I sold out to Cinemancy, and you're not paying any price. You just wait for us to.
I'm not. Excuse me. I'm not paying any price.
I'm sorry. What have you lost?
Rich. That's fucking rich.
I'm sorry.
So fucking young.
Now, what have you enjoyed and what have you lost on the journey so far? We're doing this because you lost something. I get that. You started this adventure off, but since then,
I have burned almost every single bridge I spent my life building.
Why not go back? I'm sure they'd take you back. You're writing columns still. You could go back to, nice little cozy cabin somewhere in Michigan and just forget about this whole fucking thing.
No, I can't.
Then act like it.
I think Art gives you like a really fucking dirty look. Spits on the ground.
Again.
Spits on the ground next to you. Did my punch knock you over or not?
I imagine he stumbled. I
really want him like down on a knee or something.
Do I get a charge of berate the guy until he punches you, and then keep talking? Like Max wasn't even aiming for that one, but.
So when you say like then fucking do it, like act like it, like you're down, like I made you stumble, like I wait a second, spit near you, and then I offer you a hand up.
Friendship.
Oh, I don't know about that, but
you know I literally can't not take that. And Max grabs his hand and stands up. Because that's how it works.
Roxy, are you in or not? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what you get out of this. Max gets out of it because he has a fucking fetish for this shit. I don't know what you get out of this.
You have no idea what I'm doing at this point, do you?
Hey, you already lectured me once. We had a moment. Let's just leave it there. Roxy, do you want to leave? No one will blame you.
God, I would be a real bitch if I said yes.
If you came back in the third act,
also
you'd probably get something at it.
You'd be smart. I'm not here because I'm smart.
Okay, look. I'm in because it's the good thing to do, but I reserve the right to just book it at any moment.
That's fair.
Honestly, that's what I've been going off of this whole time.
I reserve the right to just be out.
All right.
And we never cancel shows.
Of course not.
Sure, no. Do we do the concert thing, or should we just go straight to dinner? Because I think maybe we generate some buzz with Roxy first, get her name just like, on people's minds, make sure they know she's local, that she's a big deal. It'll make them more likely to accept
So,
a dinner date with Roxy Oz.
That still doesn't help with the location thing.
I'll take care of the location. I think it'll work. God and Uncle, they've got a fucking they got a place that will more than we could use one of their kitchens.
Are you sure you don't want to put mortals on the line like that?
You're just the one who lectured me about how we don't have any options.
No. I say we have a lot of options.
Okay, hit me with a permanent resident option.
I didn't say we had a permanent residence option. I said we had other options. You just kept picking options that put other people between us and them.
Okay,
I say we go directly for it.
So you say is that we walk in and say we want to talk.
I mean, I walk in, at least.
You say you want to walk in and say.
I've got the suit. We can bring you in a minute. Plus, we still got the emails. Fire that off. Say we got it.
You really don't want the protection of, like, literally no violence can occur in a place. You don't want that.
Puts us in a weird power game with them. And they have to accept still.
They have to accept if we show up, too.
They don't have to accept.
That's what I'm saying. If we show up, they can just close the door.
How about we do both? Split the work.
What?
As in, you prepare the invitations, make the dinner, things like that, and I'll give them a reason to accept.
I mean,
I'm gonna give them a reason they can't refuse.
what would that reason be?
I'm gonna ask them very nicely.
Max pulls out his Rolodex of business cards and pulls out the less shitty Maxwell Oz, head of Shooting Star talent development.
Max, I'm gonna be honest. Unless you use magic, they're gonna see right through you.
I mean, I'm not lying.
You aren't lying.
I am the head of a talent agency.
Like, you have, like, no shit, like, on paper.
I mean, I'm signing contracts.
Honestly, yeah, like,
I'm signing contracts with that name written on it. Whether or not it's an actual incorporated company doesn't really matter.
Like,
oh my God.
Roxy just, like, with regret says, yeah, you're literally my manager.
Oh my God.
We keep getting money somehow, so I'm not doing too badly.
I mean, you could just deliver the invitations then, if what you really want is to go there in person.
Essentially.
I just don't know what. Yeah. Okay.
I want to know what I'm working with ahead of time, but I would like a pocket full of dick cake if that helps.
Yes, we can make that happen. I think we should all have.
All I'm saying is it's a weird name for your film. Pocket full of dick cake.
We should be well prepared. You know what?
It's like
wait, I have a question.
Of bullets meets an erotic bakery.
I have a question. We know the Apocalypse cult. Like, they probably know me.
I don't think they know who you are.
I think they might.
I don't think they care.
No.
Well, I think didn't one of
I'm not sure
wasn't one of them pretty much did it because you gave like a bad.
I gave a bad review of a restaurant.
Review.
So as revenge, they took my husband.
Yep.
Cold.
So the question is how much they remember you from that. I mean, granted, they did take him through a room of renunciation. That's not nothing.
Yeah. So like they don't they're not like instantly see my face. That's just Art Roland. Like, here's his full biography.
How much did that cost them in like hard cash for them to just literally like room of renunciation your husband? Like, it had to have like spiraled into something far worse than just a bad review, surely.
These people are very petty. The rich are the pettiest people alive. When you're rolling, when you got Michelin star restaurant, nah. No, they're petty. That's all it was. You know what? Maybe we do just fucking show up, the three of us. Maybe you're right. Maybe we don't need to hide behind.
No, I do like the dinner, but
See, Max, now you're backtracking on me, which is making your whole like big speech like lose a lot of its effect.
Okay, guys. Can we just? I like.
if you want me to do it again, you can try punching me again, but I guarantee it won't work as well this time.
I like the idea of there being a dinner that I am at, so I cannot be hurt, and then Max going and giving the invitations.
Okay. Then I'll talk to my aunt and uncle, see if they're willing to let us use one of their kitchens and one of their dining rooms.
Do the creepy, like, what were they? Like, attendants have to be there?
Yes. That's how it works.
Ugh, okay.
I'm guessing that yeah, I was about to say, they enforce the rules.
Okay. Oh, they were kind of... They like ghosts and dead things, so they might like that.
As long as they don't try to...
How'd you like ghosts?
They don't try to eat them.
They might.
Well, eating counts as violence, I think. Like people. Eating people, right? Like eating a burger isn't violence, but eating a person, that's violence.
Well, I mean, you gotta prepare a person first. If they're already dead, if you're already dead, it's no longer violence.
That's a good point.
Then it's just
tell this recipe for a whole lamb's like coated that's done up in clay.
If we prepare
that's apparently similar to human flesh.
Would they like it if the dinner was person?
Roxy.
No, just ignore me. Sorry.
Roxy.
I was just gonna say, can we kill and serve Beyonce to the... No, ignore me.
And if we kill Beyonce, we have more problems than where we're starting with.
Ignore me.
Like Max using his fancy new phone sends a video over to Art, which is this YouTube thing for a whole roasted lamb's thigh in clay that apparently has a very similar texture to human flesh.
That's in fucking bad taste, and you know it.
They would like
but it's not like they're gonna fuck with us.
You're also probably aware they're not eating people every day.
I don't know that. I mean, I know they eat steak sometimes, but like, I don't know. Maybe I accidentally had person, and maybe that's why I left a bad review.
Have you seen Hannibal?
No.
Actually, that's where this recipe comes
the
from.
Preparation is just... Those scenes are just...
It's pornographic. Like it's one of those things, like... The great thing about Hannibal, which sounds like it should be the dumbest show ever, is it's super smart, and it expects you to be smart, and there's at least a season of you watching him lovingly prepare food that you're like, one, that looks amazing, two, those are pornographic shots of him making it. Like, it's just so loving on each of the stuff. And then, like, three, that's a person. I know they haven't said it, but I know I'm watching a person.
The scene of him perfectly preparing, like, really lovingly preparing a human lung is burned into my mind.
But, like, the lamb's leg thing is actually his recipe from the show for preparing a human leg, except just with the meat replaced.
Oh. Isn't there a Hannibal cookbook? Hannibal cooking book, Amazon. Feeding Hannibal. Yes, there is. A connoisseur's cookbook.
So the plan is, I'm gonna just one of the dining halls and find out where Big Bertha, Big Betty, Big Betty,
Big Betty,
and we're gonna ask them. So what's our angle? What's our angle once they're there?
Angle once they're there is we're offering our services in order to disarm part of their opponent in exchange for information and help with disarming the opponent.
Disarm their opponent?
How do we prove that these people have essentially infinite money at their disposal? They've probably already hired the best to do what they need to do. So why hire us? I'm not saying it's impossible. That's just an angle we have to consider.
I mean, have you ever seen the A-Team?
No.
Same idea. If you have literally infinite money, you can't just spend it on killing your enemies, because that's loud and dirty and messes with your ability to do business. So you don't hire, regular-ass people to do your dirty work. You hire Blackwatch contractors and magicians from out of state you never have to deal with again.
So, like, am I Mr. T, or is Roxy Mr. T? That's all I know about the A-team.
Like, I'm not Mr. T.
No, you're absolutely not Mr. T.
Damn, Hannibal! Why is I don't want to go on plane. You're not a punk. He was surprisingly easy to knock unconscious.
All right,
Roxy isn't Hannibal.
Roxy totally just like gets out her phone and starts playing like a B.A. Baracus, like one of those adverts where they're just telling kids not to like do bad things.
Yeah.
Man, a fool! Don't do nothing. You're not supposed to do.
Anyway, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking.
all right. Let's.
Go
I don't
talk
see
to
I don't see a better plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess I'm calling my aunt and uncle that I haven't spoken to in years.
Tell them that you
that's
entered the
me.
entourage of Roxy Oz, and we need a private place to stay the night without the paparazzi showing up.
That's the plan. They probably. I don't even know if they know who she is. I'll try my best. It's because you're off touch, Roxy. It's because you're off touch.
I'm picturing Roxy in the room where he's like, I'm with Roxy Oz. No, she's a singer. No, you might have. She was in Rome.
I mean, we're about to
Roxy's
role
like,
play
"Give me
out
the
this
phone.
conversation.
Give me the phone.
So,
Roxy's fighting off Roxy in the background.
oh,
Give
we're
me the
about to
phone!
have this conversation though. So,
Okay. You call up and they are. I made names for them.
you already made names of them, oh god. I'm ready.
Yep.
Hit me with these
Clay
names.
and Chelsea Salford.
Huh?
So Clay and Chelsea Salford. Clay and Chelsea Salford.
Chelsea.
Clay, of course it's a Clay. All right.
It's total random.
Okay, let me take some notes here. Clay and Chelsea. What's that last name?
Salford.
Salford. Salford.
Salford. Equal aunt and uncle in Austin. Okay. All right. Yeah, I call up Aunt Chelsea.
Is this a number that you would still have, or do you have a new one?
It's a new one.
Okay. After a moment, kind of picks up. Hello.
Hi, Aunt. It's Arthur.
Awesome. I haven't heard from you in quite a while. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right actually. Funny thing. No, you go ahead, ma'am.
I'm surprised you called. I didn't have a particular thing to say. How are you doing?
Yeah. I know it's been a while, and I'm sorry. And had some stuff happen, but I figured it was long enough since I've been quiet, and I'm in Austin. And I thought, maybe you want to get a cup of coffee, reconnect. It's been too long.
Make a connect roll to kind of see how, or you can use your
Socialite.
Yeah, social. I keep want to say debutante. I'm like, I know that's not the right thing.
Let me see what my connect's like. My connect is actually higher, so I'm going to roll on my connect. Okay, let's see if I can actually do this. Alright. Shift to 0. Alright.
Sure. That's that'd be fun. I have tomorrow. Are you in Austin?
Yeah, I'm in Austin.
Oh well, yeah. And she kind of tells you like a little place, like a little coffee shop that's not far from where she's at. It's in one of the better parts of town.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, Auntie, just curious, you ever heard of a singer named Roxy Oz?
Can I roll star to see if it's...
Yeah, it won't count as like rolling for the thing. Let's just see if she's heard of you.
There it is. Close.
Oh, you're at night.
Jesus!
Fuck. Oh, Roxy Oz. Yeah, we saw her thing. It showed up on Facebook. Thing about her playing in the in that little Italian restaurant, just getting up there. Like that sort of Moxie's fantastic. And then playing at the Coliseum. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I work for her. Like, directly.
You what?
Like, directly. Like,
I don't know. Weren't you a writer?
Life's chosen the different... I still write.
You are my writer.
You know, people these days, you have your gig and your side gig, and your side gig has a side gig. But anyway, if you were a fan, I was going to offer to introduce, but no pressure or anything. I just, just in case. I know some people...
I don't think that could be very interesting. Yeah, I mean, what are you doing for?
Kind of like, I'm her like first line of press, sort of. I have exclusive press rights with her, and yeah, I'm her PR person, kind of. Yeah, but like embedded journalism sort of thing. It makes it come across as
I think they tend to use embedded when you're talking about being in a war.
Or like no, there's like librarians. They call them like embedded librarians. Like it's not war. I was in Rome. I was at the Colosseum.
I don't think you can call a librarian embedded. Like you have a librarian embedded somewhere.
I work for a nonprofit that does it. So yeah, like they use it for like embedded in businesses and stuff. Yeah, like it's a thing. It's weird. Anyway,
she just goes. Well, I'm fairly sure embedded is if you're like a journalist at war, not not a
Auntie,
PR person.
I promise I'm not at war.
He says
anyway,
preparing for any shadow war.
I can bring her to coffee if you'd like.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. It would be very interesting to meet her. I think her music is adorable.
Yeah, you'll find her adorable too. She's a real sweetheart. All right. Looking forward to talking to you tomorrow. Then I hope you get a good night's rest. Bye bye. And like Art hangs up and just like face plants on the bed and just like.
You wouldn't have fucking known who I was.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Normally she's only in the country.
I do country sometimes.
Oh, that explains it. I didn't know that.
I'll sing whatever you want. What makes you popular? What has more people watching?
Just now, Mom and Dad. Oh, they're gonna have my number. Fuck. Whatever.
I think Roxy will end up in one of those like Christian films that do super well on the like because it's got a hugely niche audience that will go to see it. God's Not Dead 3.
Yeah.
God's Not Dead 3. God Deader.
God.
God's Not Dead 2.
I don't know what you've done with my God, but I have a certain set of skills that make me a nightmare for someone like you.
I will find you and I will forgive you.
All right.
Cool.
I'll just watch as he just collapses on the bed and then go back to what you're doing.
Did it go well?
We're getting coffee tomorrow. You're coming with.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a fan.
Well, yeah.
Hi, I'm Roxy. You're a big fan, right? Who?
When as good as it could go.
Cool.
Tomorrow's because tomorrow's the hard part.
I mean, it's just a room, right? We just need to get a room.
That's not the hard part.
What's the hard part?
The hard part is I completely cut myself off from my entire family after it came out, and these are the only aunt and uncle who haven't tried to disown me in some way or the other. And if it were to get back to my parents, I'm going to try and get back in my life and make me straight or something. And it's all a horrible clusterfuck, and they're all really annoying and rich, and all they care about is their own asses. And it's a huge. I hate them. Ugh.
We'll deal with that later.
Yeah, I think Art just like fucking clocks out. He's just like, he's in like a cocoon, preparing, storing his energy for coffee.
Max, prepare your gay stereotype.
I will be a butterfly.
And that's scene for me.
Yep. Okay, anything anybody wants to do before you all get together for coffee?
Can I, like, scour through the emails just trying to get, like, as much information on Big Betty as possible? Like...
Yeah, I mean, she's worried about what's going to happen with her dad dies. It seems like she's almost more worried about what's going to happen with the... what's going to happen with the Ordo than with her father. That's something they've been waiting on it for a while, but it sounds like he's kind of seems like he's hanging on by maybe a string.
We can work with that.
For good funerary services.
Coffee.
Anyway,
Coffee.
All three.
Oh, Max is going.
What do you
Max-
expect Max to do with them?
Max is going into full gay stereotype thing he did.
Oh no! Oh no! Like
God.
Art literally wouldn't let you. Art literally wouldn't let you.
But think about how much that would be worth.
I'm gonna
Max,
refill while
you
you
can,
figure this
Max,
out. Just a sec.
you can ham it up any other stereotype. I don't care what she thinks about you. Just not that one. We have to
the
talk
Heart
about
of
this.
Texas is for like 200.
Please, just not this one. Please, just not this one.
You
Please.
could literally put that cowboy hat on and do the Texan stereotype thing you did.
Yeah, but Texan stereotype doesn't work in Texas.
What about like Yankee? Like, be the Yankee of their mind.
Yeah, that doesn't work either.
It doesn't.
Like, you can't do the thing they're expecting, or that anybody's expecting. The thing about the gay thing is that is uncomfortable for everyone involved.
She'll expect it. No, like I said, they're the ones who are actually cool. That's why I still have her number in my phone. I mean, relatively cool. Whatever.
Fine. Just fine.
Max, juice up any other way you want.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, Max.
Max, you could go take some wonderful pictures and things while we have coffee.
You could go pretend to be a gay stereotype somewhere else.
I'll bring you a mocha.
Okay, like, the best way I can describe this is, I already have enough dress-up points. I need different points.
I mean, you're in Austin. You could go to, like, you know there are gays in Austin, right? You just dress up, go to a gay bar, and, like, drink some bottomless mimosas. Boom, you'll probably get charged up to infinity. That's, like, the gay shit alive.
That's not how it works.
Well, then I can't help you.
It's not
If mimosas can't help you, nothing can.
It's not being gay that gets me the point.
Mimosas fix.
It's just being a dick about it.
No, it's like... It's
I
like
mean,
you
yes.
ever watched, like, in any movie you've ever seen,
Uh-huh.
where like, the two gay guys mess with the preacher, or, like, one guy pretends to be gay on his best friend, in order just to mess with the third person in the interaction who has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, but just not. But
Just not
that's
near us.
not
Just-
a good thing. You understand that gay people don't like those jokes, Max, right? Like,
That literally
sometimes
doesn't
it's
matter.
fine, but not in front of my aunt, please.
Okay, look. I'm not doing this because it makes you uncomfortable or because gay people like these jokes. I'm doing this so I can survive gunshot wounds.
There are also other cliches
I know,
you can
but
go as.
the thing is, like, we're not doing
Yeah,
the
like
dress-up stereotype. I was just trying to grab minors, but we will stop that, and Max will just try to lead the conversation into as many dumb references as possible.
You could be like
Oh, you're basically trying to get him to go with enough of the other stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just like
I've got enough.
Could be the attractive side friend who hits on her.
Yeah, you could be the cougar hunter. What about that? That'd actually be hilarious. I would watch that.
I hate what you people think my magic is.
Okay.
Anyway, I mean,
you could
go. I'll keep to myself. We'll be fine.
Okay, I mean, again, you can do that, just not around me. You would still get charge out of it if it's not around me, right? It's not like contingent on me being there.
Well, I don't want to explain.
Okay, whatever then. Let's get coffee. He's wearing like at least a polo and khakis. And like Roxy, dress nice. Max, dress as nice as you can.
Oh,
you have the suit. Okay, not that nice, not the suit.
Max has
I'll come
the
across
suit
as desperate. I'll come across as desperate. Okay, do you have like 2 notches below the suit? 3 notches below the suit even.
Yeah, like
all right, cool.
College presentation attire.
Yeah, college presentation attire, perfect. Be prepared to talk about what you're studying and all that shit. She'll ask.
I'm managing her.
Uh-huh. Right. Right. Alright, let's go.
Alright, so the next day, coffee shop that you're in, you have, it's one of those like artsy Austin coffee shops that is trying very hard to feel like something unique and different in a different way than the other ones feel unique and different. So you kind of you go in, you sort of look around, like, and you see her. It's like sort of sitting at a table. Do you want both of them there?
I want Art wants just her, not because like the uncle's a dick, but he's just on better with her. But they both show up.
Let's go with just her because he's working.
That works well actually.
Yeah, it also means we're not doing the back and forth with 2 different NPCs.
That's a good point.
So she kind of comes in and stands up and walks over. Hi, how are you?
Like give her a big old hug.
Look at you.
Hi, Auntie.
You been eating?
I've been doing all right. I've been getting by. These are my friends. This is Max, and this is Roxy.
And she sort of like glance goes straight over Max really quickly, like she sees him there, but then goes to Roxy. And Roxy, you see that thing you've seen before where someone's like, "Oh my god, that's fucking." She's like, "Hi, I very much enjoyed what you've done," and like puts a hand out. And I myself have some friends in the music business.
I'm here too, thanks.
Oh, hello.
This is
she's hi,
Max. Max is Roxy's manager. That's why he's here.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, he's very young.
You must have been quite busy of late.
Yeah, these 2 are the real. No. Do you want a coffee?
Roxy just took a bunch of wounds. What's her wound threshold now, Roxy?
Yeah, she goes to say it and then doesn't say it, and then she's like, "Do you want a coffee? I can go. Let me go get you a coffee."
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, I got myself a latte."
Max highly suspects that it's actually just coffee with some milk in it.
Is that what? I don't know what latte. I don't like coffee, so I don't know if that's what latte is.
Max has ranks in college student. He knows what coffee is.
Oh yeah. So sits down. She's like, "So what brings y'all to Austin? I mean, I did see that you're playing. She does like the place you're performing. We've been there a number of times. We have season tickets for their Broadway series that comes through. We like it quite a bit. It's a good place. I think you'll like playing there." So,
yeah, I'm sure it'll be a great show. Like kicks Roxy under the table for not talking.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do Broadway. It's always been something I've been interested in. Smiles.
Well, I know that Hamilton's coming through, but I don't think you're, well, quite bright for most of the parts in Hamilton. You're a little.
I'm multifaceted.
I think you're supposed to be black if you're playing most of them. And she says it in the way that she sort of
looks over,
glances around.
Can I get chart where Texas person is oddly uncomfortable about racial topics?
Show.
Yeah.
I mean, she kind of looks at you and she's like, "Well, no, if I know your partner was."
Wait, didn't he get like a raise?
Anyway, we
Max pipes up. Is this because I'm black?
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. If nobody remembers it.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah,
I forgot. No, she doesn't.
Is Max was black this whole time?
So she's like,
Wait,
I was gonna say.
No, Max is clearly not black.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she's like, I don't think any of us have heard from you in a long time. We worry about you.
Yeah. Yeah, some stuff happened, but I mean, I'm on my feet now. I'm doing all right. I'm getting by.
That's
Just
so good.
just needed a break,
And she kind of her eyes kind of keep like popping over to Max. Is he your?
No.
I'm no. Never mind.
No.
I'm sorry.
Max leans over more.
I like push him away. He's just teasing. No, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being interested in my life, Auntie.
Yeah, I mean, I live in Austin, so I see all. I'm fine with all sorts of stuff.
I know. You were just trying to show you care. I understand, Auntie. And like, I pat her hand.
It's like, good girl. I know you tried. This must be less awkward in the future.
I think honestly, Art is like slightly touched because like for them, this is really good, right? Like that's the thing. Like you lower your expectations so much.
It's not for lack of trying on my part, but he's just too good for me.
That's true. I'm way too good for you. And no, I don't try for you. Anyway.
Well, I mean,
how are you doing, Auntie?
We're keeping busy. We're running the stores. Just doing what we can to keep interested in things going on. Get to a point when things start to run themselves, and it's just like you got drinking and death to look forward to after a while.
Yeah, I'm sure you got more to look forward to, Auntie. What about those yoga classes you were taking? Did you find? Did you find enlightenment that soon?
I just thought it was a good time to stop for a little bit. And Clay agreed that it's just that sort of exertion. It was a couple private classes. It's anyway.
How's Uncle's doing all right too then?
Doing good. He's opening up a few things in a couple like San Antonio and a few other places around here. He's actually been there for the last 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
Opening up a new store.
He'll miss. Hey Auntie, how do you feel about hosting the party with Roxy Oz?
Something to do. Be very interesting, I think. Like what kind of party are you looking at hosting?
I think her manager can best explain that. Sip.
Max looks around the room. Oh, you mean me?
Of course, I mean you.
I'm starting to think
I'm
it's invisible.
sorry.
Anyway,
Her manager.
He's very
Stomp.
high right now.
That's not true.
we met up with a couple of investors over in Rome who redirected us to some of their contacts here. We were thinking about hosting just a little dinner get-together in order to discuss things privately. Very kind of relaxed atmosphere, that sort of thing. It's not to our real brand to do the big boardrooms and things like that. It just cramps the style. You got to let the talent shine where it shines, and it doesn't do that at in a boardroom.
Well, we got the country club actually has a really nice room that I'd be able to rent out. And
does it have a piano or anything? Does?
Yep. There's this old fella that comes in and he plays a couple times a week. I'll go down there and get a couple drinks and listen.
Does anybody does it, like, out of character? I probably don't. Like, does anyone happen to live in this country club? Or is it...
No, it'd be the country club clubhouse. Like, it's...
Damn it.
I mean, it's essentially it's a restaurant that actually is just for the people that live there.
Okay.
My friend that lived on one was like, it's surprisingly cheap. I'm like, yeah, you're paying a lot of money. They want you to, by default, go there.
But there are people who live in the building.
You're paying a much...
But
no.
I
mean, it's essentially just it's a restaurant for people that live in the area that the country club serves.
Okay, so
like when I've been in one, like it's the neighborhood people from that incredibly wealthy neighborhood.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
I mean, and some people outside of it, but there's not people that live there.
Damn it.
Like, a country club is a business. It's a business that is exclusive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know that. I was just wondering. Damn it, it won't work. Auntie, I was actually hoping maybe we could rent out something a little bit more private. I mean, I know you have the second floor kitchen.
Yeah, we do still have that. We actually remodeled that a couple months
really?
ago.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I think, it would make a really good impression. And then, if we're talking with people with Roxy, we're trying to pull together sponsorships and stuff. Of course, I'll pay you a rental fee, but also, we can, toss the store's name around, maybe try and set up an additional thing with them, get some more connections going in, make sure new openings in San Antonio go well, maybe have some more support.
Yeah, at which point kind of goes, I'm trying to think. I do like the idea. So let's have you roll to see if she accepts that.
Connect or lie?
Yeah, either connect or. It's connect or the form of socialite, since you are talking to family.
Whichever you think is more fitting. I mean, the
socialite makes more sense.
Okay.
Yeah, the socialite makes more sense because you are asking for family.
All right, socialite, here I go. Yeah.
Fuck.
Killing it.
Yeah, she's like, I think that would be yeah, you could have it. It'd be nice to have you around. We could get stuff taken care of. I think that would be good. It would be nice to have family down here. But I think most of your family's in New York, right?
Yeah, most of them are in New York.
So she's like, yeah, I think that would be fantastic. Y'all want to come over and see the place?
Oh, of course. Wouldn't turn down an invitation from you, Auntie.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's like, well... Yes, I mean, she ends up taking you there. Like, the house they've got is really nice. It's a sort of lower middle class... lower upper class house. It's not opulent beyond... It's not like... I had a friend who was told by someone, like, oh, you should come in some of the really big houses on the other side of of where the country club stuff was. And he's like, I've already got 4 rooms I never use. I don't need more. So like they've got some money, but like what they have is it's nice. There's a place to entertain and such, but it's not like tons and tons of unused rooms kind of thing.
Yeah, I think like on the way I texted to Roxy and Max in the group chat, like, we need a way for her to not be at this party.
I mean,
who are your ghostly friends?
I mean, literally, I don't think she can. She can't. I don't think she can show up unless we invite her.
It's her place. She can show up. Like, she's technically the host. Hey, Roxy. Like, this is on the group chat. Roxy, will you take her out? Will you go out to dinner with her or something? Oh no, we need her at the dinner. We need her at the dinner.
As in, take her out?
No, just like get her out of the house. Like, private. private dinner with Roxy.
Put the guns in
Jesus.
your head.
Take her out.
Oh no! Jesus.
You seem justified.
I mean,
Well, take care of him.
or
the fuck do you do that for?
What if we just this to the group text? What if we just slipped her some Valium?
I mean, if you really want, I can give her some much heavier stuff.
No.
Let's not do that.
Volumes for the weak.
Ketamine is really good at putting people to sleep. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
If you really want to put her to sleep, there's this thing called Attack of the Clones.
No.
Any ideas for getting my aunt out of this dinner?
It's a lot more fun if she's there.
Yeah, but then we have to break silence. They don't like when we do that.
The sleepers might have a problem with that.
We could have a very nice regular dinner, and then start the magical binding part during negotiations.
I mean, we would have dinner with my aunt with these people, but the invitation would be for a secret after dinner, is what you're saying?
Yeah, drinks in a bread bowl.
Huh. How do we get my aunt to leave and not just stay and talk and drink the night away with these people? You've listened to her. She has literally nothing better to do with her life.
I don't know. Maybe your uncle can do something?
He's out of town.
Max is like, how do you distract rich people? Usually they're just banging their yoga instructors, and that's that. And you use blackmail.
That explain. Wait. Oh God, is that what happened?
You didn't catch that?
No, I didn't.
I thought that was relatively clear.
Can Max get a charge on that? I feel like just being revealing that to Art gets him something.
It's sort of like it's adorable. You're that naive. Yeah. Did you not know she banged the shit out of her? Okay. Yeah, sure.
But I thought that was really obvious.
Oh.
Nobody does.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, so I should have known better. My uncle's kind of boring. Anyway, yeah, Roxy, any ideas for how to get my aunt out of this dinner party?
Just tell her that we're going to be talking business. And that the business portions...
Is there a...
I'm here for business. And we're businessy talking now.
Is there a Broadway show that's going to be... She said she has a season thing, and she could be like, oh my god, you should go, it's so good.
Is there a Broadway show tomorrow?
Sure. Once is coming through.
Okay.
It's so good.
So, Roxy, you're saying you'll go to her and we're just using you as bait to get them to go to the dinner?
Wait, what?
Well, that's the thing.
Oh,
Max's
so
gonna show up.
Want me to go with her, and then
Well,
you
do you think she'll just... Do you think she'll miss out on a dinner she's hosting in her home? Unless it's something pretty exorbitant? What if we just talk to them after the dinner, after they've left?
Then they're not bound.
What if we just... What if we drop...
I mean, if you guys don't think I'm necessary, then I'm sure I'll go with her.
Max?
If they're bound here, they're bound out. We don't really need her there. And it's not like she can do much in the way of support.
Allow me to bring up the following. One thing you have not discussed is how on earth you're going to get them to agree to show up.
Max is going there. It'll be fine. That's where...
You're basically just like, oh yeah, we're going to invite a billionaire to dinner.
Oh, Max has something.
That
Max still has an email address. It's a card that we've been waiting to play.
So the plan is I go distract the...
Yeah, I guess the first thing is, now that we've secured the location, we just... Yeah. So, Max is going to use the totally fucking stolen dead person's email in order to extract the private email account of the billionaire that they're using for Ordo nonsense, and attempt to stage a meeting.
Okay, are you doing that right now?
If that's in the neighborhood of things.
Yeah, who are you?
Basically, Betty, if possible.
Okay. Yeah, there's been a lot of sort of emails back.
Yeah, not using the dead woman's email address, using like a new email address. But
yeah,
I could just snip the to and from off of this and have a line to her. Yeah, pick somewhere like public yet upscale that she would go to or something like that, just so I can be in a suit and look semi-imposing.
Okay, I guess part of it is finding out where she's going to be, which I'm guessing for a billionaire is kind of hard to find out, like, where they're visiting. I've never tried to stalk a billionaire, but I do know when you have that much money, you're a little more careful about security and such where you go.
That's why I was kind of hoping on the thing of like, okay, wait, how do they have this email address even? This is the one I'm using for a crazy-ass Ordo business.
Yeah, do you email the thing first?
Yeah.
Or are you guys somehow trying to figure out where she's going to be?
Like, I'm hoping to use the email to get her in a location with me. Not to invite her to dinner, but like this is the pre-dinner invitation.
Okay, what do you send her?
A very simple list that I've basically been privy to the kind of growing storm between her and, I cannot remember the guy's name because my brain just replaced it with George Foreman, which that is not correct.
I'm part of a grill fortune.
Yeah.
Egger Cook.
Yeah. Between the growing tensions between her and Mr. Cook, and would like to offer discreet services while I'm visiting through the Austin area at no charge due to mutual acquaintances.
You fairly quickly get an email back. It basically is like, who are you? How do you have this email address? And what mutual acquaintances are you talking about?
I can answer most of these in person.
The Trello has some of this information too.
The what?
The Trello has some of this information as well.
I forgot to save the Trello address. Anyway.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, do you need the Trello link?
I got the link.
Okay.
Yeah. And basically, I mean, it's one of those things where you guys are able to add stuff to it.
Basically that I wanted to say that I was going to have a meeting with Miss Young in Rome, but that was tragically cut short at the time, which led me to look towards her other connections. And a couple of people along the way spoke highly of Miss Betty here.
Make either a lie roll, or if you have an identity you think will fit it.
Did I use filmmaker? This is basically organizing people and setting the scene. I'm trying to get people where I need them to be.
Yeah, we'll go with at least that sort of air of authority.
Man, yeah, that hits.
we should. One, who are you? And two, we should talk.
Pick somewhere nice, and we'll have dinner on me.
There's a restaurant on top of one of the nicer hotels that has like a lot of like sort of private rooms.
I'll have a reservation under Osgood. Like, that's all I'm providing.
He's using his real name. Oh God!
Nobody expects you to use your real name.
Oh my God.
Plus, Max has never once lied about his name.
So, has Max told any of us this?
Like, Max is like, okay, I've got a dinner date.
I don't know, does he?
Or like, yeah, he's just kind of like not filling them in entirely as he goes, but like, okay, I've got a dinner with the person that we'll need to have a dinner with eventually. So, like, at least we've got the setup for this.
Okay. You're going. We don't need to be there, right?
Yeah, I'd like a dick cake or two before we start.
I'll do some baking when Auntie isn't
dick cake?
working.
Dick cake?
It's a good luck charm. Anyway. No, you see...
Dick cake, tea, or me?
What? No.
Coffee, tea, or me? Have you ever heard that?
Alright. So I guess, like, that evening is, like, entertaining my aunt, and then, like, when she goes to take a nap or goes to bed early, like, Art does some baking.
Yeah.
You got your baking montage?
Yup.
Making dick cakes! Ah!
Roxy, like, sadly kneading some dough. Or is she doing shows?
Yeah, Roxy, you have a show coming up in a couple days. Like you had some meetings with like some radio stations and such. Any other thing in particular that Roxy's doing while you're there?
Nothing in particular.
Probably promoting the hell out of herself.
Yeah, trying to just stand out. Just trying to get as many people to see her as possible.
Yeah, doing a couple, like showing up on some of the morning shows and some other stuff, and it's a lot of that kind of going around and rubbing elbows, stuff like that.
Do I need to roll to create a buzz, or is that just a thing that happens now?
We'll just say it's a thing that happens. You've actually got a pretty good amount of buzz so far. Like, tickets are selling pretty well. All right, so Max.
Yes.
Anything you need to do before you have dinner?
Get the suit nice and pressed. This is Texas, so concealed carry is totally a thing.
And I got me a big-ass belt buckle.
Yeah, so Max is going to have his big-ass belt buckle, but he's also going to tuck his fake-ass gun into his belt, so he has that on him.
I mean, you could, like, maybe see Max, or Max, you could just go out and, like, buy a concealed carry holster. Like, you can just do that.
Yeah, I could just do that. It's a very nice thing. He looks very... He puts himself together well and makes more business cards that are actually, good looking. If he goes out and gets more business cards instead of making some out of construction paper.
Holy shit, what? The end of an era.
You see this business card is made out of purple construction paper.
Perfect.
Drawn with crayon to show I'm a creative. Okay, you get all your stuff done. If there's nothing else, when you show up at the meet, you're waiting there for a little bit, and one thing that she had called and had it changed to like a private room, and you're shown through to there, and two guys come in first. Both of them built like there's someone from like the Superman or the Batman animated series come to life. Like just they're practically at right angles when they get to shoulders and stuff. Two big ass dudes sort of come in and walk up.
Oh,
you Osgood?
That would be me.
Stand up. Arms out to your side.
Like he does the classic sweep thing.
Yep, and they go through and they they would find your concealed carry holster unless you did something to super conceal.
Yeah, Max does not have super conceal skills.
Have you seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang yet?
Has he? I have not.
Oh my god, you have to. Val Kilmer at one point just hides a very small gun in his.
But like
crotch.
Max considered that, but that would require making a new gun. Goes,
yeah, but Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, everyone should see. It's Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer in a Shane Black film, and it's amazing. So yeah, they come and they kind of remove the gun. Now the gun is fake, right?
Oh yeah, it's very clearly a fake gun.
Yeah, he pulls it out. He kind of laughs. Says, "The fuck is this?"
The suit came with a holster, and it just looked awkward without anything in it.
He looks. The other guy kind of laughs, and he goes, "Okay, we're gonna keep this just in case." And they go, "Okay," and then they kind of call out, and then she comes in. A bigger woman comes in and sort of like is eyeing you pretty hardly succinctly when you come in. Takes a seat across from you. All right. You have my attention.
Well, I was hoping for more than that, but I suppose that's a good starting point. Max extends his hand. Maxwell Osgood. Among other things, few titles are floating around. The one most relevant at the moment, I suppose, is freelancer. At least for the second.
So how do you know about Edgar Cook? How do you know about me? How did you get that email address? Why would Aubrey have talked to you about this?
Because, for the time, one of my other titles is actually... I am founder and CEO of Rising Star Talent Organization. I've represented Roxy Oz for quite a while and still do. That was my connection to Aubrey, at least at the moment. We were negotiating to get Roxy her own movie deal. However, her unfortunate end left a bad taste in my mouth. It was much too clean for normal methods. So I went searching.
You're thinking Edgar had something to do with that?
I'm counting on it. Who else would want her dead?
Make as much as we do, you have enemies. We had our people look into it. Had no luck. Some shitty videotape of some people fleeing the scene. Thought they had some people who fit the description, but nope.
I couldn't tell you. However, after a while, it turns out that one of Edgar's assets is valuable to me in a way, or at least after a fashion. And I would be happy to help you out, as it were, so long as both of us achieve our goals.
See, here's the thing. I don't know what movies you've watched, but I don't know you. So what we can't do is be talking in some sort of code. What are you offering?
Removal of a Black Watch officer and disruption of his forces on that front, removing part of his military might in exchange for said officer.
So you can get rid of some of his muscle. How can you do that?
I'm sure you have your ways, obviously, and I have mine. It's just a different brand.
Difference is, I don't know who the fuck you are.
And isn't that for the best? You what you want, I get what I want, and we never speak to each other again. No way I can be used against you. No way you can be used against me.
Do you think there's a chance in hell that if we walked into the middle of that floor and I said very loudly, I'm going to pay you to kill somebody, I'm going to get caught? Do you have any idea what resources I have at my disposal? You come in promising something pretty huge, but I don't see any reason you could do this. Who are previous clients? Who are... You're a manager?
Among other things.
Among other things. Do you have someone I can talk to about what you've done?
No, not quite for the sake of insurance, but we operate as quietly as possible. Can't risk the tiger waking up. All of that.
Just to tell you what. Why don't you give me a couple days, and then I'll get back a hold of you. Check with people I know. If you check out, maybe I'll hire you. I don't think you will.
We could always have a nice dinner. I've got a low-scale place booked up. Very nice. You could meet the people that we're working with.
Why don't we bring them here?
Assurance's sake. You can't play your whole hand at once.
Make a lie is probably the one you want here.
Lies, lies, lies. Lies. I hit the button and nothing happened.
You lied so well.
You just hit roll D100.
And even flipping that doesn't help. No.
Yeah, she just kind of sits back and looks at you. Holy shit, your lie is low.
Yeah, Max.
Yeah, she's looking at you and she's like, nothing you say makes me think that you would be able to do any of this. There's nothing. You show up out of the blue. You know more than you should. But I don't know how. You're not telling me. You're trying to dance around shit.
Look, if I have to get down to brass tacks, we want to remove one piece of personnel from your sworn enemy. We do not know where he is. In exchange for that information, we are willing to cripple your enemy. There's not much more that needs to be said. If we were working for your enemy, we'd already know where that information is. If we were working for a third source, we wouldn't have bothered to come to you.
She kind of stands up at that point. And tells the waiter, she's like, I'll take mine to go. And she looks at you and just goes, you have a number I can reach you at?
Max slides his cell phone number on his business card.
Oh, not the invitation.
I don't think she's going to take the invitation. But,
yeah, she looks at it and she goes, give me a couple days and I'll call you.
Can I specify something for the business card?
Yeah.
I want it to be like an exact photo replica of the one from, not Office Space, but,
from American Psycho?
Yeah, from American
Psycho?
Yeah. This is
It's
perfect.
Perfect. Sweat. Yeah, she just kind of looks at it, puts it away. She's like, I'll give you a call in a couple days.
Wonderful.
And she intercepts the waiter and then grabs the doggy bag on the way out.
Max is wondering where his gun went.
They bring it back.
Okay, like if Max has the gun, like the gun left, he's gonna.
The guy looks at you, goes, "Don't blow your foot off."
Like Max, like jokingly, like bang bang, doesn't actually pull the trigger.
Yeah, the guy looks at you and just they take off.
Like Max just kind of sits down, starts eating, pulls out his phone, like calls Art. So yeah, that went about as well as it could have.
What does that mean?
It means he thinks we're total psychopaths. Anyway.
That's not as good as it could have gone.
Oh, yes it is. Anyway.
You have a small imagination, then. Anyway, what's the next move? Are they coming tomorrow night?
No, they'll call us if they decide that they need us. But I guess for now we should do our own scouting.
Okay. Don't really know what that means, but okay. I'm just gonna...
I'm sorry. I'll see you when I get back.
Sure. Hey, Roxy! He didn't do it.
He didn't do it?
I mean, like, he went there, but, like, we're not having a party tomorrow.
So I don't have to go with your aunt anywhere. That's
No.
so good.
Anyway, Max hangs up, enjoys his meal, pays with what manager money he has, and goes back.
All right, yep. Head on back.
Like, he just kind of comes in the door and looks at her and goes, I was more than likely followed, but we're probably fine. Anyway. Max whips out the Ghostbusters, like, the ghost detecting graph device. Because that works.
Do we have the dick cake ready?
Oh, are you using the thing for it? Did you have to put a point into it, or does it? How long does that last?
I don't know. We didn't set a lasting charge on it. That thing was on throughout the entirety of the mansion.
Yeah, but that was also like at this point you'd have to.
Yeah, I can burn another. I can
charge
burn
it up
another
again.
miner into it because.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just like recharge the battery.
Yeah, you're just like. You're like, yep, you've got ghost.
Like Max is gonna kind of walk out of the house with it. He's just gonna.
It keeps going with.
So it's on him.
At this pretty much the same thing, the same level.
So Max is gonna kind of like walk out into the front yard and start kind of like swinging it very slowly in a direction so you figure out where the heading of this ghost is. Like if it's on him, above him, or like behind him, or where it is. Like takes a second.
It seems to be moving a little bit, but it does seem to be a little, like possibly a tiny bit above you, but it is moving.
Okay, so Max is gonna like wait for the proper lock on, and then he's gonna swing a Dick Twinkie at it.
It's gonna be kind of hard because since it is moving. Yeah, doing that's gonna be a little make a struggle roll at a -20 shift. You're basically trying to throw it at something that's invisible.
Yeah.
And it's not like you've got like a hidden shuriken. Pow, pow. Dick cake.
35 versus a 10 because my struggle is horrible.
Yeah, you're sitting up like, Hwah! You don't know if the neighbors are watching you just throw pastries.
I think Roxy throws a dick cake at Max.
Is it possible for like Max to check the house to see if that's haunted or if it's just him?
Do you have to be holding the ghost thing, or can other people use it?
I can pass it off to Roxy. It probably still works because essentially we're just creating like really shitty limited artifacts out of movie props.
Cool. Because Roxy would be like, "All right, you go over there for a while, and then just examines the rest of the house and us, just to see if there's a ghost on us or if it's just Max."
When you walk away from Max, it goes down.
So it's just Max. Cool.
Wonderful.
It's just you.
Great. I'm gonna sleep in the van in a parking lot somewhere.
We do have the van.
I just want you to... Is there anything I can do to help?
Does
More cake.
cake work?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
To ghosts. That's the point. Is it just throwing the cake?
I think it's just throwing the cake.
So eating it doesn't work.
Yeah, you gotta hit them with a dick cake. Just erotic pastries of any sort, just because it represents life.
Because Roxy's been eating a bunch, thinking it like empowers her to be good against ghosts.
It's fine that you're eating them, but why are you eating them in one go?
Right. Like, Max, you want me to, like, do some gutter shit for you or not?
No, I don't think that'll be helpful right now.
Yeah, I don't know. You're kind of fucked, aren't you?
Yeah, at least haunted.
No. I mean, real talk, they're probably just spying on you. So, hi, ghosts. If you can see us, like, we know you're here and reporting on them. Like, that's fine. Just bye. And, like, runs away.
See ya. Bye. Run.
Yeah, big shocker. Arts doesn't like ghosts and also has 3 failed notches on Unnatural.
That's true. So, what's the plan then if they're not coming to dinner?
We need to go scouting on our own.
Scouting out what?
Blackwater facilities.
You want to go to Blackwater facilities and... Do I look like Blackwater to you? Like, how are we going to do that? They probably recognize 2 of us and they definitely know you exist now.
Yeah, but I don't know. We're at a loss.
What we can do, you spend some time trying to figure out what to do next, looking around town and such? We can skip to Roxy's concert.
Dope.
I'm cool with that.
Like, yeah, let your aunt know that, like, nothing really happened. Like, yeah, we're not going to end up having it after all.
Yeah, just, like, plans fell through, but we appreciate your help, and, like, I probably am still socially forced to entertain her for a few more days at least.
Yeah.
And I think at some point... No, I've had enough on-screen time, so we can do that later. So, yeah, we can go ahead to the concert.
Okay, that's it. So you get up there in the concert, and it works really well. I mean, the concert goes really well, like you kind of expected. The rest of you just kind of hanging out backstage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, like, you're backstage, so you've done your encores. Crowd is going crazy. Like, you've shown up, and, like, a lot of people kind of came out for curiosity you're aware of. But then when you're finished, you're coming back feeling really good. And so they're sort of getting ready at the big green room and such. And you see a couple gigantic people kind of walk in.
Gigantic as in Ordo? Gigantic,
and there's a guy,
or the muscly dudes? Okay.
Muscly dudes.
Are you my backup singers?
So,
because I've already done the show.
And they kind of look back and they nod, and you see the guy that comes in is actually, like, fairly lean, probably looks really good put together in a suit. The dude just got a look of someone who's seen a lot.
Okay.
Guy walks in, kind of looks at the 3 of you, and looks at everybody else who's there, and it's like, we need you out. To the other people. At which point, if no one stops them, they all kind of go, leaving the 3 of you alone with him and 2 guys. He grabs a chair and sits down. Well, you check out in the fact that you do work for Roxy Oz.
I've yet to tell a lie.
Everything else seems a little weird and shitty.
Such is the way of things.
So who are all of you, and what possible chance would you have about doing something to Edgar?
We want something that belongs to him.
Why are you coming to us to take it and not just take it?
Roxy's like, yeah, guys. Answer the nice gentleman.
Intelligence. Plus, when you're doing work in someone else's neighborhood, it's always nice to give them a heads up first.
Kind of looks all over you a moment, and looks at Roxy. How the fuck are you involved in this?
Roxy just smiles and just says, "Oh, they're just. I'm not really involved. They're just working for me and I travel a lot, so it's good for them to do their thing." What's a ghost?
Kind of looks you over and goes, "I have a feeling all three of you are on the inside, if you know what I mean.
Oh, sure.
You know about weird shit in the world."
Yeah. See all sorts of things when you travel.
Kind of looks over all three of you for a bit. And goes, "Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to help you." And as he stands up, he kind of reaches into his pocket. And you kind of catch that it's accidentally on purpose. Like a folded piece of paper falls out of his pocket as he puts his phone back in. And when he brings his hand out, it sort of falls right in a good place for everyone to see it. And then he goes, "Good luck taking what you want, but I think you're going after bigger than you know."
I know.
Then they leave.
Are you just going to keep surveying us, I suppose?
He kind of smiles. He goes, "Don't know why we would do that. Who the fuck are you?" And he and the other ones walk out.
He said that twice now, and I know he's doing that and he doesn't mean it, but it still hurts to say, "Who the fuck are you?" to me.
It's okay, Roxy.
Who the fuck are you?
You know he's lying, which means he's actually like head over heels for you.
It's still, yeah, I guess, but it still feels a bit.
You don't want him as your friend, Roxy. Anyway, I'm gonna pick up the note.
Yeah, grab it.
Max is gonna check the ghost monitor.
No, it's like nothing right now.
Nothing. Oh, Max is clean now.
There was a point probably when you checked it and it was gone. But this was a while ago. But yeah, it's clean right now. You pick it up. What you see is a printout of an itinerary that goes from Dallas to San Antonio. Reservations at a restaurant with a private room. There is the information about a hotel. You do see one of the things it says with the on the dinner. It says dinner with Kristen. And then there's tickets to a show.
Is this Edgar's itinerary?
No, this is Kristen Bustos?
Nope, it says dinner with Kristen.
Yeah, dinner with Kristen. Like Kristen Bustos, that on the
list.
list?
Else is having dinner with Kristen, not us.
Oh, this is not an invitation.
Can we Google Kristen?
No, we know. We know who
you,
Kristen is. It's Kristen Bustos.
You do know that Edgar has a lot of his stuff in Dallas.
So we assume this is Edgar Cook?
Talking to Kristen.
Who's Kristen again?
Head of a faction, apparently.
She's the serial fortune magnate who is part of the Ordo.
Oh.
All right. So I guess we're going to San Antonio.
I mean, they're gonna be there, but what are we gonna do?
Listen, we reached out for help, and this is the help we got. We're not getting any more than this.
Yeah, but we're just gonna be like, "Hey, Edgar." I mean, I can play.
What? How far out is this? All this happening? Like a week out, a day out?
3 days. 3 days out.
We have 3 days. How are from Austin? Texas is like a country. Let's see.
Texas is fucking huge.
San Antonio, Austin. Let's see. Oh, they're only like an hour and a half apart.
Yeah.
That's not
But
bad.
remember, we don't even need to take on Edgar. We just need your husband.
Yep.
There's a couple of tickets, so is your husband going to be there?
I don't know.
Attend a similar play. We'll figure it out.
Okay, so basically we need to go there and scope out to see if your husband's there. Then we're going to knock him out and kidnap him and take him to all the way to wherever it was, Helsinki.
We have a few days to figure out how we make this happen. Let's make it happen.
You said he was straight right now, right?
Yeah.
This might be pushing on your territory a little bit.
You want us to do sim or something?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Cool. Because if we set the honeymoon in Helsinki...
The honeymoon. The honeymoon.
A date, then?
Better.
Cool.
And, like, to be honest, it's not out of the fact that, like, you're doing some weird Freudian bullshit to me. It's more that, like, I don't think... Oh, but he's the opposite. So who knows? Maybe he would get married after meeting someone for a day.
Because then...
Because it took you forever to get
Yup!
him on the line.
Because then, when he goes back through the room, we won't have anything to do with each other.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
That's cool.
Works for me.
Okay. So it's like you're heading out to San Antonio?
Yep.
All right. Are we cool with ending there for tonight and then picking up next week in San Antonio?
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. Work on stealing shit from there and then running your ass to Helsinki.
Yeah. Yup.
This is a play. This is a
And
play.
avoiding mirrors.
Yeah.
Avoiding everything.
I appreciate you keeping things moving despite our... Oh, God. That was good.
Roxy likes admiring herself in
Well,
the
the thing
mirror.
is, if-
She's tortured
if-
right now.
If nothing comes back to them, doesn't hurt them at all. Something gets dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Good scene, Max.